Today we shall learn about 5-digit numbers, how to read and write 5-digit numbers, forming numbers using abacus, about 6-digit numbers.
Good morning, Guruji.
Good morning. A few days from now, our Gurukul will be visited by 100 sages to perform a yagna for the well-being and prosperity of mankind. I want you to collect 75,000 dry sticks to be used in yagnas.
All children ran at once to collect the sticks. The students went into the forest and started collecting the sticks. While collecting so, children faced problems to count when it came to large numbers. Guru Drona advised them to make bundles of 1,000 sticks. So each student, when they collected 1,000 sticks, they tied them into a bundle. By the end of the day, a huge pile of sticks were collected. Arjuna started to count the bundles of sticks.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000.
Everybody looked at each other. They did not know how to proceed after that.
Now, it is time that we start learning about 5-digit numbers. He removed one stick from the 10th bundle and kept aside. How many sticks are there in these 10 bundles?
9,999.
What is the largest 4-digit number?
9,999.
Good. The largest 4-digit number is 9,999.
Now he added one stick back to the 10th bundle.
Now, the number of sticks has increased by 1, and the new number formed is called 10,000.
Arjun continued to count the bundles.
11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000.
Arjun then looked at Guruji.
The 20th bundle is called as 20,000. So, if we start counting by 10,000s, we read the numbers as 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000 and 100,000. 100,000 is known as 1 lakh. Children, now let us learn how to write and read 5-digit numbers. Adding 1 to 9,999, we get the number 10,000. Now adding 1 to 10,000, we get 10,001. What will we get by adding 1 to 10,009?
10,010.
Good. What number you get when you add 1 to 10,029?
10,030.
Good. Now, by adding 1 to 10,999, we get 11,000. Now, what is the largest 5-digit number?
99,999.
By adding 1 to 99,999, we get 1 lakh. We have 6 digits in 1 lakh. So, 1 lakh is the smallest 6-digit number. The 6-digit number moves into the new period called lakhs period. Now that you have finished collecting sticks, go and recite the slokas you learnt yesterday. I want you to make a note of the number of shlokas each of you have recited.
The students came near me and sat under my shade. They started reciting the slokas. After every sloka, they tried to make mental note of the slokas they recited. But as they were concentrating on the slokas, they kept forgetting the numbers. They approached Guruji and told him about their problem.
Okay, we have a solution for that. Let me make you a tool which will help you to count the numbers.
He made an abacus using bamboo sticks and brought some beads.
Now, after every shloka you recite, place one bead through the leftmost stick. Similarly, place one bead for every shloka till you reach 9. This is called the units place. Now, when you complete 10 shlokas, we remove the 9 beads from the last stick and place one bead in the second last stick. The second bead denotes the tens place. For the 11th shloka, place one bead to the stick representing units place. That is the leftmost stick. Now, if we add one more bead to the units place, what will you get?
12.
For the 19th shloka, we would have 9 beads in the units place and 1 bead in the tens place. For the 20th shloka, we have to remove all the 9 beads from the units place and add 1 bead in the tens place. For 25th shloka, we should have 2 beads in the tens place and 5 beads in the units place. Now look at the abacus, and what is the number represented by the beads in the abacus?
There are 3 beads in 10th stick and 7 beads in unit stick. So the number represented by the beads in abacus is 37.
Good. Now, what is the number represented by the beads of abacus?
There are 5 beads in 10th stick and 6 beads in unit stick. So, the number represented by the beads in the abacus is 56.
That is the correct answer. Now, when you complete reciting the shlokas 99 times, you will have 9 beads in 10 stick and 9 beads in units stick. For 100th shloka, remove all beads from the units place and tens place and add 1 bead in 3rd stick, which represents the hundreds place. Now, where will you put the next bead for counting 101?
We have to place in 10 stick.
That is not the correct answer. If you keep the bead in tens place, it represents the number 110. Can anyone else say correctly?
We have to place the bead in unit stick.
Good. Now, there is 1 bead in hundreds stick and 1 bead in unit stick. So the number represented by the beads in the abacus is 101. This process goes on. Now, what is the number represented by the beads of abacus?
There are 6 beads in 100 stick, 5 beads in 10 stick, and 7 beads in unit stick. Therefore, the number is 657.
Very good. After completing 999 times of reciting shlokas, you will have 9 beads on hundreds stick, 9 beads on tens stick, and 9 beads on units stick. So, when you complete counting 1000 shlokas, remove all beads from hundreds, tens, and units stick, and place 1 bead in 4th stick that represents thousands place. Now, if we add one more stick to the abacus, the value of that stick will be lakhs. The number represented by this abacus is 2,86,957. Nakul, what is the number represented by the beads on abacus?
75,456.
Bhima, can you read out the number represented by the beads on the abacus?
74,042.
You are wrong, Bhima. Here, you should notice that there are no beads in hundreds column. So read the number as 74,042. What is the number represented by these beads on the abacus?
3,46,152.
Excellent. Hope you understood today's lessons. Now, it is time to revise the concepts what you have learned.
This is how the princess learnt about 5-digit numbers, how to read and write 5-digit numbers, forming numbers using abacus, about 6-digit numbers,